Hello, my retro friends. Thank you for following my channel, Mike the Retro Realtor. Today we're doing a topic which I'm kind of kicking myself for. Such a big part of real estate, commissions. To me, I don't think much about it. It's very cut and dry. It's very black and white. Most of the buyers and sellers who've never done this before don't really know how it works. Big thank you for Tom, one of my Firo buddies, for giving me the idea on this topic, and we're going to dive deep into it. I did touch on this topic before a couple weeks ago when I did my NAR settlement. We're talking about the whole California settlement and what the commissions were. I do get asked from time to time from my buyers when we're at close, like, how do I get paid? One guy actually brought out a checkbook. I'm like, no, it doesn't work that way. Prior to the NAR settlement, buyer's agent would look on the MLS and see the commission that was advertised on the MLS. In general, it would be 2.4% paid to the buyer's agent. And we didn't have to put that on the offer to purchase, so the buyers really didn't know, they didn't care. They have so many other things they got to worry about. But now we have to put that on the offer to purchase. The buyers now know it's out in the open, and that's fine. In most cases, the sellers pay the full commission for both the buyers and the sellers. Real estate agents generally charge between 5 and 6%, and of that 5 or 6%, 2.4% gets paid to the buyer's agent. There are lots of exceptions to the rule, especially off-market deals, for instance. I just closed on a deal on the south side of Milwaukee for a little 4-family. I actually had a buyer in hand, and talking with the seller, she's like, well, how about I give you 2% for both sides of the deal, which that made perfect sense for me because the deal was already done. But that's the exception. Another exception would be within family. I will have like a parent sell a house to the kids, and they got to take out a loan, and they have to have all their paperwork in line. I normally just collect $1,200 flat fee on something like that. It's a nice little deal for me. I'm just doing the paperwork. It's cheaper than an attorney. Those are kind of the only exceptions that I can think of that come off top of mind. You are a regular seller and you are looking to put your house on the MLS, you're hiring a real estate agent. You normally pay 5 to 6%. Some brokerages negotiate on that. Some do not. Some brokerages tack on a $400, $500 admin fee. You as a seller can negotiate anything you want. So that's kind of why I really kind of crapped on the whole NAR settlement. It solved the problem that didn't need to be solved. Sellers have always had the ability to negotiate. Sellers have always had the ability not to pay a buyer side commission. We just do it because that's just kind of how you do it. You don't want to rock the apple cart. The little bit of money you'll save on a commission for the buyer side, you probably lose that with the amount of buyers that you lose because most buyers can't afford to buy that commission. You as a seller can interview as many agents as you want, and you as a consumer, you can pick and choose whoever you want. An honest broker will tell you his commission up front, and he will explain in detail what all the fees are. To me, I didn't think about this too much because it's just automatic. You as a consumer, I'll charge you anywhere from 4.5% to 6% depending on the transaction. I don't have any additional fees. There's no admin fee. There's no technology fee. 4.5% to 6% paid to me at close. I'll never ask for money during the transaction. And of that 4.5% to 6%, I will pay it to the buyer's agent. And this is all handled by the title company. It's been done this way for years and years. And in general, everyone likes it. When talking to real estate agents, I'd be less concerned about the company they work for and more concerned about the individual that you are hiring. If some companies are going to charge you a little more, that's up to you. If some companies are going to charge you a little less, that's up to you as well. Sometimes you get what you pay for. You should make sure that you understand that you're hiring the individual regardless of what brokerage he works for. Sometimes as a consumer, as a seller, you get an agent who promises the world. They have very little experience. They don't really understand what they're doing. I mean, they're not going to do anything illegal or anything like that, but they just don't really know what they're doing. And that can cost you thousands of dollars. An honest broker will not ask for any money during the transaction. An honest broker will put in the listing contract any fees are out there. You should know in advance exactly what it is. Just make sure you do your due diligence when you start interviewing agents. We're not all the same. There are people like myself who have hundreds and hundreds of transactions. There are people who are brand new. If the agent's asking for money up front, I'd be a little concerned about that. They really should never ask for a check ever. And it should be very clear what the fee structure looks like. So I hope you found this video helpful. If there's any topics that you want me to do a video on, mention it in the comments. Find me on Facebook at Retro Mike. Thanks again, Tom, for the idea on doing this video. Keep it retro, my friends. Thanks for stopping by.